It's happening. I don't know. Some attempt at being enthusiastic, I guess. I don't know. But I'm flying out to sunny Southern California within 36 hours to attend NAMM 2020. I'd be more enthusiastic, but it's a quarter past 11 at night, and I have neighbors, not only over there, but downstairs as well. And I gotta say, I'm not gonna miss being in my apartment for an entire week. uh, I think attending NAMM is gonna be kind of a eye opener of some sort about living in Portland. Then again, I've had mixed feelings about living in Portland for a while, to be quite honest, and I still continue to keep myself here. So it is what it is. I don't mind it as long as the security is there, which is I have a roof over my head. I have music equipment in front of me to do my job. And I have the internet to randomly talk to a bunch of people I don't know, randomly harass them with random messages, and have a laugh or two. Because that's life, I guess, right? I don't know. But yeah, NAMM 2020. I think it's been more than 10 years since I discovered NAMM and have wanted to go. And it's finally happening. I'm in complete shock of the concept that I'm going, and I don't know if I'm still in reality or not mentally about it, but the excitement's there. So my plan is, I mean, aside from hauling micro SD cards and whatnot, to go and film with one or two GoPros, depending on how that whole thing goes. But I intend to document my entire trip the best I can. As of the following day, tomorrow, uh, I have to remind myself to get a larger micro SD capacity sized card thing so I can have more footage to work with when I go out and about and see how it kind of goes. On top of that, I probably could have done myself a better job with mobile storage, especially because it's 128 gigs, so it's not a lot, and it's also PNY, which I've in the past not really had much of good luck with. But at the same time, it's storage, it was cheap, F it, right? So I look at all this stuff that's in front of me, looking at what I'm going to be leaving behind for an entire week, but to the promised land, where many booths are going to be set up, vendors with names no less that I've been familiar with for so many years since starting my music career, if you will, in high school. Because I remember starting with like just the general stuff, like a cheap 6-string guitar from Fred Meyer, a cheap Radio Shack keyboard that was general MIDI only. So technically synthesis, but not really. It was more or less kind of like a bastardized MIDI sound bank from like an old Windows 95 or 98 computer, but modernized a bit, I guess, if you will. And definitely fascinating to say the least. I don't know what to expect, but there's at least a few booths that I'm going to go and check out for my own personal interests. There's Solar Guitars, there's Fortin Amplification. I can't even speak, obviously. If and I doubt it, but if Native Instruments is there, gonna at least go and see what they're doing. Probably they're probably not there this year. I'm not sure. Probably not. Spectrasonics, I believe, maybe minus the S, whatever. The developers of Omnisphere, and then there is Korg, because they just recently announced the Wave State, so I kind of want to see what that's like in person. Uh, Then there's Neural DSP, and there's a bunch of people that are going to be there. But I have to be mindful of how much time I have there and try to at least get everything in as much as I can, and not exactly as fast as I can, because I know that it's 4 days worth of walking around and taking a look at what everybody's got to offer, plus special events and whatnot. I think the evening of NAMM's opening, which I think is the 16th, then I go to the observatory in Santa Ana for Dime Bash, and I'm going to be hanging out with a shit ton of friends. People that I didn't really even know like 6 or 7 months ago. Now it just feels like family, or at least to say like a second or a third family. It's just kind of a surreal thing, and how everything's leading up to all of this. And I don't know what I did exactly to deserve this opportunity, but it's awesome. And I get to go down there and prove a point to not only myself, but to at least a couple of people who assume at this point that I'm going to be nervous being in a new environment that I haven't, been through in 18 years. And I'm going to have some form of stress and whatnot. I don't think I'm going to, though. I think the intent of going down there for vacation plus work, like an organic approach to everything, I think in a way, in that there's not going to be much of a hassle whatsoever. It's not even a problem to me. I have no fear of it. I actually am looking forward to getting away from Portland for an entire week. Some people are probably like, oh, you're going to miss Portland. You're going to miss all the fun stuff that happens in Portland. And in my brain, almost every single day I sit here, I think there is nothing fun about Portland anymore. It is not the city that I remember enjoying even 10 years ago when everything started to go downhill. And now it's at a point where I don't even want to live in Portland, but yet here I still am. But I'm not looking at it with, a set of goggles that shows just the negative things. I always have to look for positive things so I can try to enjoy life for what it is, because, you only have so much of it that you can do before you stop enjoying it, and then you stop enjoying everything else. And that's kind of something that depression really does to a person, and probably PTSD as well. I don't know. So, at the same time that it will be an enjoyable experience, I guess, it's probably going to be a good part of the healing process for a lot of things. Because I've been bottomed out for I don't know how long now, 2-3 years ish. And it's due time to immerse myself in something that would be inspiring and motivational and all that kind of stuff. Because I haven't had that in a long time. I really haven't, to be quite honest. I mean, it's hard to talk about that crap because, to me, my problems are exactly that. My problems, not yours. But I'm excited for something that I've been looking forward to one day going to go to and get a chance to see it and get away from my home for a while. So with that, yeah, whatever I wind up filming, I'm going to make sure to get all of the good stuff and cut it down so that it's an easy kind of a digestible blog video thing, whatever. Vlog, vlog, dirt, I do not know. But I have a few more things, left to do here before I wind up going. You know, like the final stretch of prep. I have 24 hours to go to have everything done. I'm already tired as all hell. And I have an appointment in the morning. I'm probably going to wind up canceling once I finish recording this video because I lost some of my time yesterday. And I think it's time to kind of make up for that by getting that hustle done as best possible. You know, put something on the computer in front of me here for background noise to zone out to, and get all of my clothes nearby here kind of finalized, get all my tech stuff put together. Probably even go as far as bring my laptop with me and free up some space on that so I have extra storage as necessary. Maybe even go the length of finding public Wi-Fi or something like that and just uploading as much of my content as possible so I have everything kind of like on the cloud so I don't have to freak out about storage when I get home. I don't know yet. But I assume at this point 128 is going to do well. I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure it's going to. I know it's a long video, but there's a lot to say, but there's a lot more to do than what there is to say. So I'm going to cut it at the 12-minute mark here and promise you that I'm going to wind up doing as much as I can for video, and I'm going to go leave Portland behind for a week and enjoy the living fuck out of myself here because that's necessary. If you're missing something in your life, figure out what it is, go out there and fucking enjoy it. I will get all of this stuff done soon, and yeah, we'll go from there. Have yourselves a good day, no matter where you're at and whenever you've seen it. Because you never know if you're going to ever enjoy another day again in your future. Look for the positive and stop looking for the negative.